Hey everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. We did have another video crossing 3,000 likes, now only 3 away, and it's going to be real close to see if this actually makes it to Sunday, if we end up breaking the like streak counter or not. We'll find out. If we end up not doing it, then of course it will probably roll over on the next week, and then we'll start on Sunday and just have a full week of Alt Path week and all pills taken week. Looking forward to that. And thank you again, everyone. I hope you had a great start to your weekend. Here's your amazing artwork of the day, submitted here by Retro Prime on the Invicta subreddit. Title thread was Ask My Wife, who is an avid crocheter, to make me such a... And man, I can tell, because this is like leagues above anything else that I've seen in quite a while. At the end of the thread, Retro said, my wife, who has chronic pain condition, keeps herself productive and active with crocheting. Usually it's clothes for one of the babies in the family, but sometimes I make requests. I asked for Sissy, and a few hours later, she had this beauty ready. She doesn't play Isaac, but has watched me play hours of it and knows that I need my daily Invicta fix. I often say, I'm just off to watch my Isaac videos. She knows exactly what I mean. The amount of Sin, the amount of I watch Sin at bedtime, she knows his voice well. Hope the Mosh Pit appreciates the work as much as I do. That is awesome. Seriously, that's one of the best, if not the best, crocheting I've seen done of Little Sissy so far. And we've had quite a few people do it. So thank you very much, Retro, and also shout out to your wife. Man, I mean, that's so much talent. I wouldn't even know how to start crocheting. That's like seriously amazing. Seed day is going to be 9 Whiskey Papa 2, 1 Charlie Whiskey Alpha. We've got Skeleton Key, and we also have the Golden Razor Blade, which is going to use money to give us a damage upgrade, but it uses 5 cents, so it's kind of expensive. Also starting off with Maggie's Faith, which is actually a pretty good starting trinket, so I'm down with this. Tears rate's kind of meh. Move speed's great. Damage is real bad. Shot speed's also real bad, but we have 99 keys, and that's who knows that's going to end up taking us to. I mean, there's so many possibilities that when you can open up literally every single door, every single chest that you see. Yeah, we're in the golden times here. So we only have one bomb. I think the secret room's there, but I'm not entirely sure. We need to make sure that we get 4.5 volt. 4.5 volt is going to make or break this build. I'm just gonna call it right now. Monstrous Tooth is not a good active item in my opinion anyway. Monstro has a tendency to target Isaac for whatever reason. He's pretty much one of the very few active items that will literally do that. If you're trying to use it on an enemy and then he's like, oh, you want me to hit you or hit the ball? You? Okay, you. Yeah, it's not great. There you go. Take care of Larry Jr. real quick. But if he does land on the right target, it can be a pretty good amount of damage. There's nothing world breaking. I think it's on par with like a Daddy Longlegs Stomp, maybe a little bit stronger. But it's certainly an item that we'll be looking to replace very quickly. So, but the problem still remains. We need to get this 4.5 volt if we're really going to start balling out of control here on floor 1. It'd be a great start. 99 keys, we can absolutely go into the alt path door. We get 2 cents, okay. Okay, now we only need 7 cents left. We know that we can get the steel chest over here with a bomb, but we don't know exactly where the secret room is. So it comes down to, do we take a chance on the pot and the steel chest here, or do we go where I think the secret room is? It could also be to the left of here, which is the reason why I'm having a little bit of FUD here. Are these investing terms working for you? No? No, they're not? Okay. Like, I likes what I likes. I like to invest. I like to play video games. I like to trade cards and buy cards, and I like to talk. Apparently I can, I mean, not apparently, I know I can carry on a conversation with the wall, man. Like, I can just simply start talking. And I never really consider myself to be like a yapper, like a really heavy, like, you know, chatterbox. But, you know, considering what I do for my line of work, I think it's understandable. Get a crawl space here. Unfortunately, we don't get a bomb. So unless there's a temperance machine down here, which there's not, there's Shoop da Whoop though, which makes us not getting 4.5 volt even kind of more sad, because now we could have absolutely balled with Shoop da Whoop and 4.5 volt, but that's just simply not going to happen. And we're going to have to accept it and just head on down to the next floor. I would have loved to have seen what was in our secret room, though. We're going to last week's question of the episode, coming in from the Happy Valentine's Day episode, which I didn't even realize that I kind of baited people. It was an unintentional bait. I didn't want people thinking that I was playing Tainted Maggie. Although one of the top comments did point out, like, they thought that I was going to be playing Tainted Maggie from the thumbnail, and I could definitely see it. So sorry about that. That was an unintentional bait. Although I don't think the Tainted Maggie really brings... I don't think Tainted Maggie videos bring, like, a lot of extra people, but we need to play Tainted Maggie again. It's been too long. And I actually do like Tainted Maggie, the way her damage scales and everything. But anyway, this one coming in from Charge Squash 5125, who said, question of the episode, what do you think about character-specific transformations and what would they be? Example, if Maggie got 3 heart items minus Yum Heart, Red Heart's heal for double. I love that idea. I love the idea of a character-specific transformation, because that, on top of it making you kind of adjust your playstyle and tailoring the game to who you're playing, like their strengths and weaknesses, you can also go for pinpointed drops. Like, you know, let's say you get a poop transformation, you're trying to get one for Tainted Blue Baby, and you get like the oh crap transformation, and then that gives him like extra powers or something like that. So that would be very cool. As far as specific ones, I can't really think of any specific transformations for them. I could say, like, you know, if Azazel, let's say if there's a regular non-tainted Azazel run, and you end up getting, not a big fan of God's Flesh. It makes enemies kind of move erratically, and yes, they are shrunk, but at least we have the indicator that shows exactly when they're untrunking. But the going back to like Azazel, what I was thinking for Azazel is, like, let's say that you get like a beam item, any 3 beam items. So like Shoop to Whoop, obviously Brimstone, and then maybe Mega, or if you get like Montezuma's or anything like that, it would have to be on in theme, right? But if you got that, then he automatically gets like Mega Brim or something, or he turns into like Super Azazel and has like really, really big, angry, glowing horns and all this cool graphics and animations and stuff. You know, like his horns actually like kind of glow, and I don't know. I think that stuff like that would be neat. Eden, if you got any of the 3 reroll items, so if you got like a dice, if you got the crack dice, if you end up getting hell, you could even go so far as to say if you got like a soul of or not a soul, but like the dice bag or something like that, you know, like little unique interactions that you wouldn't think of, then every item pedestal gets a every item pedestal gets the birthright pedestal. Oh, come on, I don't know about that one, game. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, game. Yeah, so never trust God's Flesh, by the way. Don't do it. Don't do it. So that Soul Heart doesn't really matter at the end of the day for our Devil deal, because we can't take a 2-heart deal anyway. I mean, but now we can't. But I'm hoping that we at least get a 1-heart Devil deal. This may be an Angel deal run. I don't know. You probably know better than I do. That was another full heart right there. I don't remember, I'm not sure when Baby Plum ever did 1 full heart of damage with her shots, but there we go. All right, so that was awful. That was just straight up awful. We get our HP, but now we can't take any Devil deal. We could take Book of Belial here just so we can lock in the Devil deals. And then work. I mean, we've got to be better about protecting our HP. This was Bush League right here. I'm gonna pass on it because I'd rather have 3 HP. And we still have only that 1 bomb. I know where the secret room is. No. Can't do it. Can't do it, sorry. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. We definitely do not want to get rid of Maggie's Faith. Maggie's Faith, I said at the beginning of this run, Maggie's Faith absolutely huge. Getting that guaranteed extra HP every single floor, as long as you do a good job, or at least an adequate job at protecting your HP and your Eternal Hearts, is one of the best trinkets you can start with, in my opinion. We ended up getting chemical or blood clot as well, and blood clot. I mean, blood clot and chemical peel are basically the same thing. You saw me misjudge my outgoing damage right there because I miscalculated how many times my red tier actually hit there, so that caused me to run into that death rattle. So there we go. So God's Flesh kind of screwing some things up here. It's the only downside about being able to basically count your shots is whenever you have alternating shots like this, it's really, really, really hard to keep track of like how much more damage usually these mobs are going to take. Nope, not going to trust it. Like an Isaac transformation would be, I don't know, Isaac's like mom's ring, mom's you know, like his parent stuff, like faded Polaroid, torn photo, and then he would get a the D6 would gain like an extra reroll or something. You know, like nothing game breaking, but certainly something that you would want to get. It just improves the character. Now, what I will say is that some people may say, well, isn't that just kind of birthright? I mean, yeah, kind of it is, but this is not tied to one particular item. This is just a transformation. It's an addition in addition to having birthright. Technically speaking, we still have a soul heart here, but we have got to do a better. We don't have a soul heart. Technically speaking, we have protection from our devil deal loss here, but we have got to start doing a better job at protecting our HP. This is we've now thrown away at least 4 soul hearts worth of HP here, and that's unacceptable. This room is an absolute nightmare. For what we have right now, this is not a great room. We really can't afford to not get these Eternal Hearts to complete. Again, you see me pulling off the trigger here every now and then because I just don't want to make another miscalculation. I just don't want to make another miscalculation and misjudge my outgoing damage. We do have another full charge on Shoop. This one was much easier to use here with these lanes of rocks. But we've got to hope that there's a soul heart or something in this store. There is. Excuse me, one second. Sorry about that. Trying to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. I never understood the... I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of that song. Alright, so I'm going to bomb here for Deep Pockets as well as getting the Soul Heart. We can go for Bogo Bombs if we really wanted to, but we already have Humbling Bundle. Is that a... I just swore I saw a Tinted Rock in the shop. I was about to get real confused. This is... Yeah, right there, what you're seeing right here is the reason why I do not like God's Flesh. Right there. I don't like how all of a sudden the enemies just take off. And they also move away from you at like Mach 7. I'm going to go back and get that full charge. Use a bomb to get that... we use a bomb to go get the... Fool's Gold. We should also just... We might as well just take Number Magnet for now since we've already pissed away our Eternal Heart. There we go. Got 4 cents for a bomb here, which is not bad. Obviously, God's Flesh does not work on bosses. I don't like that. Going north towards that corner against Gurdy Jr. is not always fun, especially when you're kind of shortening the battlefield there if you go north at that angle. Stuff her with the bomb. There we go. You can always stop Gurdy dead in her tracks. We end up getting another HP upgrade. It does give us shot speed, which is good. And the Soul of Eden. Over Shoop to Whoop, I mean, we pretty much have to. Soul of Eden at least is going to give us 2 items of a pool that we decide to use it in. We got Humbling Bundle. I don't mind using bombs here. I can also use the Fool card, Reverse Fool card. Oh no, that drops all of our hearts. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Yes, let's go back and let's go get Maggie's Faith. I don't believe there's a full charge in the shop, but and there's really no reason for us to go in the curse room. Like we could, I mean, but yeah. I think I'm gonna hold off on that. There's a full charge in here. Okay, so now we basically have to just decide where do we use Eden Soul. We could even probably do it on this floor. And not lose Shoop to Whoop. Still open. If we get lucky and get another... Well, it's going to be difficult because we haven't found the secret room. I would want to use this in a secret room, but if the Angel deal was still open, I would probably use it in there. So we just don't have to lose Shoop to Whoop. Now, had we gotten 4.5 volt, this would have been a little bit of a nightmare to try to fill, but get 1 bomb. Super secret room's there, I think. I sincerely doubt that we're going to get a full charge, but been proven wrong many times before, so we need damage, man. Our 2.70 damage at this stage of the game is not great. Not great at all. So notice how it just makes the mobs just sprint away from Isaac. That's the unpredictability. That's the... Oh, wow. Okay. That's the, that randomness, that X factor thrown into the variability of how mobs move and stuff. That's the kind of thing that I do not like at all. I don't want to see any sort of unpredictable nature added into Isaac because I know how enemies move. I know when to expect an enemy to fire. I know when to expect an enemy usually should make like a dodge or like how they react to my moving and that sort of stuff. So anything that puts a monkey wrench in that is going to be something that's a no-go for me. Get a damage upgrade. That's what we needed. And we get a Tears upgrade. Yo, baby. And we were going to leave this floor. Wow. Okay. Put one up for the explorers of the mosh pit out there. Yeah, so we could use the temperance machine right now. That would give us quite a few bits of money. Thanks to Humbling Bundle. Except for that coin. And that one. And that one. Let's stick with 1 for now. Yes, now our job is to either get into the devil... Our job is to either get into the devil deal or get into the angel deal or secret room. Use Eden Soul. Eden Soul is not an item that you want to wait for. Especially when you're kind of on a somewhat mediocre run, but we've vastly improved here. You can see movement speed, kind of a problem. Damage upgrade helps, but it's not everything right now. Mr. Maggie, no thank you. And a greed fight. Just looking for a bomb game. All I wanted was just one bomb to get the tinted rock, at least to protect our devil or angel deal. As you can see here, the reaction time is very, very low because, again, our movement speed 1.07. It's good for starting movement speed, but it is not good for mid to late game movement speeds. Okay, so Eden Soul is cock-locked and ready to rock. Never trust God's Flesh on a Globin. More money here. Humbling Bundle. Deep Pockets paying for itself easily. Yeah, you see what's happening right here? Yeah. On top of that, another problem with them with God's Flesh is that it makes them run away at random angles and stuff, which means that they will reconverge on you from random directions instead of being a conga line like they normally would be, and you know, very predictable, very easy to manage. No matter how many Globins you're going up against, you'll usually be able to manipulate their positioning pretty quickly. They also don't suffer from the God's Flesh effect for very long. So it's something to take into consideration. I don't know how I'm supposed to hit that. Okay, we get a bomb. Let's go back here. This soul heart is extremely important. Assuming we get one, which at this point we probably won't. You never know. Except I do, because I played this game for many hours. When you need something the most, the game has other ideas. The only danger in this room here is going to be the wall bangers. If you really want to play it safe, you can wait for the creep to go away. Just walk down here, and you should be out of range of these jerks. Unless you get, like, knockout punch or something, then they'll bounce against the back wall and hit you. Secret room might be here, but we only have one other bomb. No, it's not there. It cannot be adjacent to the boss room. Super secret room could be adjacent to this room, but we only have one bomb, and I'm not going to try to guess. Our priority right now is hoping that we get a devil or an angel deal, and then ripping Eden Soul, and then hoping that gives us some kind of amazing upgrade here for damage. Gotta take out the nubs in here first. Another thing God's Flesh does very, very badly is it really masks the location of mobs when they're small. And with all the stuff that goes on in a normal Isaac fight, it can be very difficult to see where they are. Again, movement speed, movement speed, movement speed. Wretched is not as bad as Widow, but she does spawn way more crap and also shoots more. And we just lost our soul heart. Man, we are struggling to hold on to our HP right now. We did get our devil deal. We got a soul heart back from mom's pearls. Absolutely need to take Ouija board here for the tears up. I don't care about the quarter. I don't really care about Bloody Lust. And let's see if we can get some help here from Eden Soul. Yeah, we got Spirit of the Night. It is going to give us flying. No, we need the HP. Even though we have damage issues right now, and we also have an Eternal Heart on deck, we're still not accumulating HP right now, and that's a problem. The goal of Maggie's Faith is to feed you with just unlimited HP. As long as you do an adequate job of making sure that you're not dropping these Eternal Hearts, whatever, you should be good to go. You should be Gucci. We have one bomb to look for the secret room. We obviously know it's not there. Can't be there because it's blocked by spike rocks. It's probably... gotta be here. And that was the last bomb, so now we can't pick that up. We have 69 cents, so we can maybe get some bombs out of here. I'm not willing to risk... There we go. I'm not willing to risk going into the... We could go into the boss trap room, but we would have to go down to 1 soul heart. Okay, now that changes my mind. So the Eternal Heart will not count as HP. And we should be able to get in there with just the Eternal Heart and the Soul Heart locked. The reason why Binky changes my mind is because it's a Tears Up, but more importantly, it also gives us a Soul Heart. So we should be able to get in here, and we do. Be nice if we could teleport out. Sty's a lot of damage here. The Eternal Heart acts as an extra layer of protection. We only have 1 bomb for Gertie Jr., so we gotta be careful here. Don't want her to launch at a diagonal direction. If we do, we've got the corner strat. That's what we wanted right there. We just wanted to plow straight ahead. But all right, as you see here, the lack of movement speed is quite scary. This is not what I wanted to see. This is bad. This is all kinds of bad. All kinds of bad. Somehow that took away our... Why did that not take... We should still have an Eternal Heart, not the Soul Heart, but... You gotta be locked in here. I don't know how she fit through there. Or there. Corner strat, baby. $0.04 for our troubles. But that's the reason why, and again, it just goes back to us not being able to protect our HP, and this is a problem. This is a consistent problem that we're seeing on this run right now, is not being able to keep these Eternal Hearts. I'm still unsure as to why it took away from the Soul Heart and the Eternal Heart instead of just taking away the Soul Heart. I guess it's because, technically speaking, it's the same. Well, it's the same thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's the same reason why we were able to get in there. It's because the Eternal Heart does not count as HP. So I take that back. It took a full heart of damage allocated away from us, and half of that heart was from the Soul Heart. So I answered my own question. In my head, I was thinking that it would, if we ended up taking damage in there, which I was not expecting to, but if we ended up taking damage, at least we would have the Eternal Heart protected. But that was not the case. Tired of you. Alright, let's get the hell off of this floor. Very, very long catacombs too here. But 4.39 damage is not good. I'm not going to use our only bomb. I think the super secret room's there. It could also be over here. There's too many, and over here too. There's just too many possibilities. We can't. We simply just cannot. We don't have the HP for it. And Curse of the Blind. All right, game. Obviously, we do have the HP for Bloody Lust, but it's not worth. It is not worth in this situation on this run to go down to 2 HP, 2 Red Heart HP, when you're seeing all the madness on the screen right now, knowing that we have bad movement speed, knowing that we have bad damage. It's a delicate balance of protecting ourselves, but also trying to get stronger, and Curse the Blind is going to throw a huge turd in the punch bowl for that regard. Because now we are tasked with taking blind items from the item room and hoping that they don't screw us over, or skipping this floor entirely and going to the next floor. But priority number one, more than anything else on this floor, is not losing this Eternal Heart. This Eternal Heart is everything on this run at this point. In this point of the run in Dank Depths 1, with these stats here, other than our tears rate, the most important thing about this run is what has to happen on this floor, which is to keep this Eternal Heart. This is not going to be a run where we're going to overpower it. This is going to be a run where we're just going to have to outlast it and out-tank it. And right now, we're not doing a good job of that. For a couple reasons. This is where someone out there, some loony out there is going to say, oh, is Victor complaining about this, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I'll say it again. I do this to remind myself the situation that we're in, to keep focused. Like in that Carrion Queen fight that we just got done seeing. You gotta keep yourself, for me anyway, I have to keep myself in the moment to let me know, hey, don't get lax. We can't get hit here. Don't get lax. We cannot afford to take a bad blind item here. We can afford to take some blind shop items, though. The only one that will really screw us is Broken Modem. What is going on over there? Soul Heart. It's a nice big Soul Heart right there. Got another one. Nice. Broken Watch is not what we're looking for. The Broken Stopwatch will randomly either speed up a whole lot or slow down a whole lot rooms that you go in. It's not always going to activate. Keep that in mind. It won't always activate, but when it does, you'll know. Now we can get to this curse room for half price, but again, what's the problem? For me anyway, what's the problem with this? With my playstyle? It's blind. So you can't... It's hard to, it really is a difficult balance sometimes to say, you know, when do we take risks? Is this the time to start taking risks? Is this the time to start taking blind items? I know that if I keep accumulating HP, I will be able to win this run as is. I don't want to do it. It's not going to be a fun run. It's not going to be a short run, as you can, I mean, we're already 34 minutes in. Oh my gosh, double dime. But it's going to be a one run. And for me, that's sometimes how I have to look at runs like this. It's not quite a struggle bus, but it's also a dangerous run. This is all bad. Over here is all bad. Okay, at least it's not Gish. I was worried that we were going to get a static drop. I was kind of anticipating it, to be honest. Reason why I move up this close to gate is just because I want to get away from the Leaper's shots when he spawns them. He only spawns them straight ahead. He doesn't spawn them to the left or the right. It's always just straight down. Took a hit of damage. It's to be expected. Devil Deal will get meat, which is going to give us HP and a much needed damage upgrade. Even after that, we're still not above 5 damage, man. Woof. Okay, this is the floor. This is the floor that we got to make magic happen. This floor, depths 2, will determine whether or not we got to go just full-on survival mode, or if there's still hope that we can overpower this run. We're doing good. Like I said, I know that I can win this run as is right now, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. You God's Flesh. Wasn't sure if it was going to proc. I was hoping it would. And also, thank you, everyone, for the support on the Judging of Isaac series. I'm glad that everyone likes my new name. I did indeed come up with that name. I thought it was pretty clever. We've got enough Red Heart HP. We should go for it here. You're done. The stars. We've gotten all 3 of the alternating shots now. We've got Chemical Peel, we've got Blood Clot, and we have Sty. I don't know what's going on with that, but that was a very long teleport. So you see what I'm talking about here. Whenever God's Flesh procs on Globins, they kind of scatter, and then they all approach all at once, especially if you have a high tears rate and you applied the God's Flesh effect on them quickly. I don't think Alabaster Box works with Battery Pack, but I'm going to check. It does not. Okay. I didn't think so, but... The Lovers. For science. Oh, he blocked my bomb. I didn't think if he was shrunk, he would have had enough force to move the bomb, but I was wrong. Cool card is here. It's going to be nice to get out of a late game trial. Small rock. Just wanted soul hearts, but... Do max out our damage upgrades. Or max out our tears upgrades, not our damage upgrade, I wish. It does give us more DPS, so I'll take it. We have no bombs in this room, so this doesn't really matter. And we now get to a crossroads where do we want to go back and do a full clear to see if we can get some soul hearts for the Alabaster Box, or do we just live in hell knowing that we're probably never going to get it filled up for this run? If there's a fortune-telling machine in here, I will have hope. There is not. I'm pretty sure that this won't even work either. Charge Beggar. Be OP if it does. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit the abort button on that, and we'll play it as is. I do still think the Alabaster Box shouldn't be a 12-room cooldown. I think it just should simply be a 6-room cooldown. We got lucky here, and the Broken Stopwatch did proc the ultra slow. So this is going to be a really slow blue mom. I wonder if this is how cats see sometimes. You know, they talk about cats' reflexes and their reaction times and stuff. How they can just see things seemingly before they even happen. I wonder if this is how they see the world whenever they're like all amped up and zoomed out. Like zoomied out, not like zoomed out like a camera, you freaking nerds. Yeah, well there's two soul hearts here for the alabaster box. It's Guppy's head, which we could just go ahead and take and get and just say nuts to the alabaster box. Which I'll probably end up doing. Contract from below plus humbling bundle is just, we're just in the money at that point. Ooh, this is Shoal. Not going to Shoal though. It's gonna get us down to polar invincibility. Movement speed, thank God. Thank God we got something here. And we're now stuck on polar invincibility, which is fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the alabaster box. Say no me gusta. No mas. So Guppy's head at least is going to give us some flies. Okay, thank you, broken stopwatch. So notice how fast that acceleration was. Again, unpredictability. Stuff I don't like in the game. Some people really like it in the game. You just get used to patterns after a certain amount of time playing games. I mean, just anything. You know, most of the time anyway, what a mob is supposed to do. When they don't do it, that's when things become a little uncomfortable. In this case, turning the game speed up to 4 billion is not something that I would expect. What's going on here? Oh, I didn't even see the champion there. Fingerbone. We're coming up to the end of the usefulness of Maggie's Faith, but I still think we can squeeze out another red heart or two. And the reason why I want to do that instead of Fingerbone is because A, it's guaranteed, and B, because we have all these heart-generating items here, which would easily fill our HP should disaster strike. Currently dripping the... every now and then I catch myself, I'm like, what is that sound? And I have to remember I'm currently dripping the faucets because it's like negative 4 million outside. It's that cold weather though, but I don't like it this cold. When I have to start worrying about the pipes in my house, that's when that's where I draw the line. It's like, okay, when we're talking about in the teens outside, down here, no thank you. Anything below 30 and I'm unhappy. Very unhappy. My wheelhouse, my Skyrim days as I call them, is between 40 and 50 degrees. That's like perfect. I love it. Anything below that, I'm uncomfortable. Anything below 30, I'm just actively mad. Not even passively mad. I'm actively mad. Absolutely hate this room. With this movement speed, we're probably gonna get hit anyway. You could really try to Giga Chad that room and walk through the shots, but line claw machines worry me. Could be a guppy item though. D8. Oh, that's neat. And Cupid's arrow. Hey, there we go. 85% chance for another blind floor, by the way. It's our third of the run. Possibly second. It's one too many. Let's put it that way. You get piercing shots and also... well, no, just piercing shots. Sagittarius gives you the movement speed upgrade as well. Oh, that... Okay, game. Apparently that was a mimic chest. No 9 lives, unfortunately. It looked like it wanted to spawn 9 lives, but the spike stopped it, so... There we go. There's the west side of the map, everybody. Now let's go over to the north side, shall we? This constitutes a room that I do not feel like playing in. Basically, when I see the Whirlipede guys, these guys here, I'm out. And now is when the lack of damage really truly catches up, and you're seeing why I did not want to stick with the Alabaster box. Because we're going to need these. We're going to need these soul hearts. We're going to need every ounce of HP we've got. And run like this. So we talk about movement speed is everything. You can't dodge, you will not stay alive long. Tears rate obviously is very, very important. Movement speed is extremely important. Some people think I'm over exaggerating the value of movement speed, but you've got to know how to dodge. I mean, what do you do? Trail. Pentagram gives us a nice damage up. What? What in the world hit us in here? Did this fire shoot as we were walking through the door? I'm gonna have to see that one. Wow, dude. Game is pulling out all the stops right now. We get Pentagram, which is going to help us with damage, but I'm hoping that we can protect this Eternal Heart, but I don't like our chances right now. I don't even know what we could possibly get from a slot machine that would help us here. We can go in and out of the curse room for free here with flying and then also having the Fool card. And hope that we get a soul heart or 2 in here. Oh, I mean, we're one hidden mimic chest away from losing our Eternal Heart. We do get 2 black soul hearts in here, so this is absolutely a time that we're going to use the Fool card. We get 1 soul heart from the blue fires, and that's huge. The Fool card really paying off there. That's the reason why I wanted to hold on to it. Late game challenge run, late game challenge rooms, having any kind of curse room that's going to be beneficial to us. Obviously, we picked up Voodoo Head just totally blind, so Voodoo Head might help us and give us a second Guppy item, 9 lives, maybe even teleport us to the Devil Deal. No, there's another one in here. Almost caught me. I almost juked myself there. And we gone the wrong way. How does he do it? This is worth dropping 2 bombs for. You might be saying, well, you have flying. Brr, 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 brr. Yeah, but how many times have you tried to walk past a spike rock, and then get murked anyway because it's like, oh, well, you didn't see the true size of the hitbox. Just don't want that. I can bomb it for bombs or keys, though. You know what? No. This is where they're having the spectral and piercing shots are huge. You know that these are going to be soul hearts because it can't be small rock. I guess technically it could be a golden chest as well. There we go. Went straight to Isaac. Kind of. We went straight to Isaac after I decided that I did not want to do any of the rooms on this floor. Because we're going to need all of our strength here to beat Isaac. But somehow, some way, we were able to save our Eternal Heart on this floor. This was a very, very technical episode, I would say. Less yappy, way more... Well, it was really the Carrion Queen fight that caused all this. Yeah, the Carrion Queen fight triggered my we gotta go beast mode attitude here. And still not over yet because we keep getting peppered by these shots. It almost got me again with that phantom shot. Okay, Isaac. We're trying to get stunted on right now. This game is trying to pull some clever stunts on us. Between that fire that shot us somehow going out of the door, we've had 2 phantom shots now. And a fake out shot from Isaac. Okay, game. Trying to flex on us. Not gonna happen. All right, Seraphim's good. Charm of the Vampire's good. Look at this. That onion doesn't do anything for us, but Seraphim's great for damage. Charm of the Vampire gives us that much-needed leech, and we've gone the wrong way. But more importantly, we get ourselves just something that's going to really lock us down here and help our damage out, which has nothing to do with our damage. Seraphim is a bro. Seraphim's always a bro. And as you know, I'm not a huge fan of followers. I'm not a big fan of familiars. But there are a few exceptions that I think exist to those tendencies, and Seraphim is definitely one. Yeah, we got to get Death out of here. Death is the real problem. More ways than one. I cannot move faster than War. We got slowed down because of Death. Death, you're being a right pain in the you-know-what. Lucky this ain't Twitch. How is the horse still alive? I thought the horse was long dead. Yep. Okay, good. At least we got the broken stopwatch to proc in our favor this time. You gotta play at like blast processing levels in order for you to survive a room like this without taking hits if it went the opposite direction. Gonna be a dead end too. This is definitely the room you would want the slowdown. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know how both of you are still alive. Wow. You're not winning this. You're not winning this run, game. It's not happening. You just pull all these your little tricks here and there out. Just go for it. But you ain't winning this run. I already called it. Oh, we just get to do this again. Okay. This is one of the most ridiculous chests I think I've seen. Yep. The Monstro's fighting the other Monstro right now because of betrayal. All right, maybe this would be the right way to go, shall we? Gotta kill one before they brimstone. Charm the Vampire is going to make it to where we don't have polar invincibility. We cannot guarantee polar invincibility in lieu of us healing for kills, so we got to just be aware of that. This whole run has turned into a big dogfight here. And using positioning here to try to manipulate where Stained is going to go, or Pile. You can usually have a pretty big influence on where he goes. And yeah, this movement speed that we've been having here has been the culprit of a lot of these hits. But no matter what the game tried, even getting close, oh, even a little fancy double shot there. Despite all of its efforts, we're not going to go down like that. Not today. Not today, game. So again, thank you all very much for the support on this week's videos. I'm glad that a lot of people enjoyed the judging of Isaac. Definitely, we're going to keep on up with that mini-series because it's new hotness right now on the channel, and I'm glad that a lot of people are amped about it. I'm pretty excited to start shining light on some other items I don't like. I already have kind of a list of items that I'm planning on introducing into the series. So, thank you all very much. Let's get this video over 3,000 likes, especially for that Carrion Queen fight. If you felt the burn like I did a little bit there, then definitely click the like button, leave a comment down below, and of course, if this is your first time seeing my content, make sure you subscribe if you're not already. If you enjoy these daily Isaac runs here every single day, 12 noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in the U.S. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a good start to your weekend. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to pages of mine like OWTF LOL, Relat01, and Levi. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.